If you've been following this channel for some time, you would have noticed that I love used IT hardware, and specifically, I'm always grateful for the opportunity we have to actually buy used stuff in the big online marketplaces. And when I mean the big online marketplaces, I'm talking about Hardwaremoney.de, I'm talking about eBay, I'm talking about Amazon. These are the big marketplaces where you can actually get to buy used IT hardware. I'm always grateful for these marketplaces because if not for these places, it would have been difficult for some of us to buy responsible hardwares. Talking about responsible hardware, I'm talking about, take an instance, you want to buy a laptop. And the responsible laptop are so expensive because the reason is not far-fetched. They have very good processors, they have upgradability, they have solid build, they're able to multitask, they're able to handle difficult multitasking situations in difficult organizations. But because of this, these hardwares are just expensive. So if you want to go ahead and buy them for new, you're going to be paying a lot of money to just get them. And so some of us, this is not possible. I'm not just kidding you. Some of us are not able to afford a new MacBook Pro in 2024. No, it's not possible because if you attempt to do that, it's going to tell a lot on your bottom line. But then if you go on to the big marketplaces like Hardwaremoney.de or like eBay, you can actually lay your hands on some of these hardwares. Because of this, you're actually able to escape the shitty new stuff that are being sold to you for cheap because the manufacturer pretty much understands that you do not have money. So he attempts to sell you a laptop. He tries to sell it for you for like $200 because you feel that it's new. You go ahead and buy it to realize that this laptop is as good as nothing. You can't do anything with it. You wake up in the morning, you try to put it on. It's a problem. First of all, it's going to take a long time to boot up because the processor is just slow. You can't expect a potato laptop to be fast. It's not possible. So the fact that you paid €200 for it or $200 for it, thinking that it's new, you have actually been frauded. You have been defrauded because at the end of the day, this processor is not going to do anything for you. It can't watch 4K videos. It can't stream. You can't stream on it. You can't watch 4K videos. You can't multitask on it. If you try to load it to download stuff, it's just going to be slow. At the end of the day, it just amounts to being penny wise, pound foolish. All right? And then you get some of these decent hardwares for pretty decent prices, even though sometimes they are 6-7 years old. They boast of some of the best capabilities in terms of processor power, graphic power, energy consumption, and whatever kind of metrics that you want to use. These are the things that you get from buying some of these used hardwares. And it's beautiful because if you go ahead to buy some of these hardwares, you're going to be spending money for a lot of value. You see, but the problem is that sometimes some of us want to buy some of these things. Yes, you go online and then you become even more confused because there are a wide range of hardwares to choose from. Let's say you want to buy a laptop, just a laptop, simple laptop. You want to use it for your normal work. You just don't have a laptop that you wake up in the morning, you're able to plug it on, you have a very decent battery life. You're able to plug it on, just press the start button, and the laptop is going to start like real start, not like attempt to start, trips off, and then starts again, and then you are welcome with some error messages, and the error messages just keep going on and on and on without stop. You know, talking about a laptop where you just come in the morning, you have your cup of coffee on your hand, you sit down on your desk, just like I'm sitting here, you switch it on, and it just goes from switch on to boot to Windows flawlessly, effortlessly, in 20-25 seconds. This is the kind of laptop I'm talking about. Some of you out there right now want to buy this kind of laptop, but you don't know exactly what, because if you go online, well, if you go to hardwaremoney.de, you will definitely see what you want, all right? But if you go online, you will see a lot of laptops. You really don't know which one is which anymore. At the end of the day, you're just even more confused, and some of you even decide to stay with your old laptop because you just don't have the energy to begin to kind of discover which is best now for you, which will be the best, which will serve you better. So because of that, you just decide to stay with your potato laptop. But then you do not realize that you staying with this your wicked, slow laptop that causes you stress you are doing yourself a disservice, because this laptop is going to stress you. It's not going to boot for you. You can't enjoy the latest technology. It's not full HD. Everything is just wrong with it. It doesn't have a good camera. It doesn't have a good battery. It's all squeaky. You try to open it, it squeaks. You try to close it, it's squeaking. You try to even take it quietly, let's say you are sleeping in the night and you just want to come out of bed and go and walk in the living room, you try to grab your laptop, it's just squeaking, and and then you wake everybody up and everybody's kind of angry at you. All right. But then for you out there that actually want something decent, I've got something for you, and this is the Dell Latitude 5590. Very beautiful laptop, a decent laptop in all ramifications. You see, it's a 15.6 inches laptop, so it's not so small. Not super small. If you hate the small laptops, I personally hate the 13 inches laptop. But if you don't want to do the 14 inches laptop, which is kind of standard, this 15.6 inches laptop is exactly what you need. This laptop is so good. So good. Believe me when I say it's so good, because I have it right now in my hands. It doesn't squeak. The battery, top notch. The design itself is Dell. Just understand that it's Dell. When you say Dell, Dell is a product name that is synonymous with quality. In spite of the fact that there are so many reviews online, you still see that this is a product that everybody kind of understands that this is a quality product. And when you get this kind of device, even when it's used, this particular one was made, I think, in 2018. But right now, it still looks like new, has one of the best processors that you can think of, has one of the best RAMs that you can think of. On this device is an NVMe SSD. What does that give you? That gives you speed, gives you reliability. It gives you a quad-core processor that is able to handle any kind of multitasking task in your office, in your home, in your school. Just name it. You're not going to have problems with error messages, because this laptop is just being built by some of the world's finest engineers. So it doesn't matter if it's used. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years, if it's 6 years old. If you find it in a very decent condition like this one right here, which you can easily find on hardwaremoney.de, please go ahead and buy it, because if you are just looking for something that would not cause you stress, something that you can really upgrade just by taking your screwdriver, you do not need any specialized skill to do this upgrade. There are some devices, especially this crop of new devices, I find it to be very, very annoying. Before you get into the device, you're going to sweat. You need some specialized skills. Sometimes, if you're not careful, first, you will not get the matching screwdriver, which is already like a source of stress. All right. But this Dell Latitude laptop, if you want to open it up, you just need a simple screwdriver like this. And all you need is just to follow this video that is right here, turn some few screws, and you are able to get into the laptop. And as soon as you are into the laptop, you want to upgrade the RAM. It's very, very easy. You don't need to take out the keyboard. There are some of the new laptops I saw. There was one particular one I saw. I don't want to mention the name. Before you upgrade the RAM, you have to take out the keyboard. And before you take out the keyboard, you have to break the laptop to go in there. This is just terrible. All right. So for this, all you have to do to take out your new RAM, quality RAM like this one I have right here, and just slot it on. You want to upgrade the SSD. You want to take a quality SSD like the one I have right here, slot it on, and you have a device that is able to serve you well. As if that is not enough, this laptop can open all the way to 180 degrees. Not every laptop can do this. Not every laptop can do this. So before you buy that shitty new laptop for $200, consider this video and think again. Ask yourself, do you want to buy something that will be able to serve you well, or you want to buy something that when your friends come to visit you, you'll be proud to show them your new used laptop? The Dell Latitude 5590. This is one laptop that will not disappoint you. It's a laptop I've used myself. Tested it in different situations. I've got videos of me testing these laptops. I've tried it out, and I've come to realize that it's a very decent laptop. Even in 2024, this laptop, if you buy it, you will not regret buying it. Yes, it might come at a little bit price. Let's say about $350 right now in the used market, depending on the configuration you are going for. But like I said, you can easily buy the barest, the basic configuration of this laptop. And as your needs begin to increase, let's say you have need for greater RAM speed, you have need for greater storage, you can always upgrade it however you want. But then you'll be buying a laptop that can stand the test of time. A laptop that is not going to boot on you and suddenly die on you because the battery just refuses to charge. And then, as if that is not enough, a laptop that if something eventually goes wrong, let's say your keyboard is defective or the battery is defective, all you need to do is just to hop online and easily pick up a replacement. A lot of these new devices, they don't boast of this, and this is something to consider. So let's say you're in the market right now looking for something responsible. The Dell Latitude 5590 is one laptop I can highly recommend. Give it a try. Let me know in the comment section if you did go ahead to buy it because of this video. But I do hope that this video is going to help your buying decision. And if it does,